An expansive and evolving storm system will spread across the United States in the coming days. An influx of monsoonal moisture will get pulled northward towards the plains when something interesting happens. Along with this massive storm, a separate storm complex will move across the northeast over the next couple of days. These storm systems will work together and bring widespread precipitation and severe weather outbreaks to different regions of the country. This is perhaps going to be the biggest and most substantial storm system that we've seen for a while, and its impacts will be far-reaching. On Thursday, August 3rd, monsoon moisture will start drying out across places like Arizona as the main area of rainfall moves north. The Ring of Fire has also caused the development of widespread excessive rainfall across places like Missouri, and this mass of storms and rain will drift towards the Carolinas today. Then a storm system over Quebec and Ontario will drift southeastward, bringing rain and storms over parts of the Northeast on Thursday afternoon. Shifting our attention back towards the central United States, that monsoon moisture will kick off a severe weather outbreak over the central high plains on late Thursday evening into the night. This is the excessive rainfall outlook for today. There is a slight risk of excessive rainfall across portions of the mid-Mississippi, lower Ohio, and Tennessee valleys to the southern Appalachians, as well as the north-central plains into eastern portions of the Intermountain West. The Storm Prediction Center for today also shows a severe weather threat from the high plains down into the southeast. Another threat area for severe weather is in place from lower Michigan into the northeast. The area with highest risk for severe weather will be in the high plains, where an enhanced risk is in effect. The primary hazard will be damaging wind gusts between 60 and 80 miles per hour. As we go from Friday morning and beyond, a band of storms will form along the edge of the heat dome, causing storms and possible flooding from Kansas all the way down to Georgia. During the day on Friday and into the night, we may even start to see a low pressure system materialize over the Dakotas. As daytime heating sets in, additional severe weather will start to develop over portions of the plains, and at the same time, that Canadian disturbance will bring another round of severe weather for the interior Northeast. The excessive rainfall threat areas for Friday include a large swath from Montana down into northern Florida, as well as much of the Northeast. The areas of highest concern are in yellow over the northern high plains and portions of New England. The severe weather threat for Friday will also be a swath from the plains down into the southeast, with a greater risk currently anticipated from northern Pennsylvania into southern Vermont. As we head into Saturday, rain will continue to fall around that developing low pressure system over the Dakotas. This may start to cause a flood threat, especially for areas which have received heavy rain for long periods of time. The storm system will continue to intensify, bringing a continuing threat of excessive rain places like Montana down into the Missouri Valley. An area of greater concern for excessive rain is in place for almost all of South Dakota into southern Minnesota and northwestern Iowa. The severe weather potential is currently centered over the plains and Midwest, with a greater risk over portions of Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. This storm system will make noticeable advancement toward the east as we go from Saturday into Sunday, with rain spreading across the Great Lakes. The Storm Prediction Center has already issued a slight risk of severe weather across a broad area of the Midwest, including states such as Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio. As far as potential flooding on Sunday, watch out for places like Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. As the storm continues moving east, more problems will arise. By Monday, take a look at how expansive the precipitation will be. Rain and storms will be possible on Monday across much of the eastern U.S., with the Weather Prediction Center calling for an excessive rainfall threat from lower Michigan to the interior Northeast. While I do expect the flood threat to lessen as the storm system continues to make notable progress towards the east, another round of potentially significant severe weather is on the table. The threat for Monday will shift eastward once again, threatening the Ohio Valley into portions of the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. The storm will face its final day over the U.S. on Tuesday, August 8th, when it brings widespread rain and thunderstorms across the eastern seaboard. Once again, I do anticipate flooding and severe weather to be a concern, but next Tuesday is nearly a week out, so information is still limited. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video and after this analysis, it's clear that this storm will likely be one of the most expansive and impactful storms that we have seen in a long time. with far-reaching impacts. If you did enjoy this weather analysis, please consider subscribing. I will post additional updates in the form of live streams, videos, and posts on my community tab to keep you informed with the latest information day by day. With that all in mind, that will conclude this forecast. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.